Hi, my name is Malcolm Eric Meadows. In the summer of 2001, not long before 9/11, I had the rare opportunity, I think, to spend some time with Dennis Bushnell at NASA's Langley Research Center. He was the chief scientist for NASA and a genuine visionary when it came to thinking about what comes next. That summer, he walked me through a presentation that he had been developing called The Future Strategic Issues, Future Warfare, circa 2025. It was remarkable. He was predicting drone swarms, cyber warfare, binary weapons, nanotechnologies, things that sounded like science fiction at the time. I maintained an occasional correspondence with Dennis over the years. Sadly, he passed away in the fall of 2025, just as the future that he presented to us then finally was arriving. So this video is my attempt to answer a question I've been wrestling with for 25 years. Just how accurate was he? So I brushed off the old presentation, the old hard copy of the presentation, and took a look and then started to go point by point to see just how right was Dennis. His original presentation was 113 slides of pure technological exploitation, I want to call it, and extrapolation. He looked at computing trends, biotechnology, nanotechnology, robotics, and asked, what does it all mean for warfare in 2025? And he came up with what he called warfare on the cheap, the idea that emerging technologies would make it possible for small groups or even individuals to inflict catastrophic damage. He talked about bioweapons, cyber attacks as being the fourth weapon of mass destruction, drone swarms, nanotechnology, and the end of human soldiers replaced by autonomous systems. It was provocative then, it was alarming, and it raised a fundamental question of, if it all becomes possible, how will we defend against it? So I went back through that presentation, through his predictions, and validated them against what actually happened. Ukraine, the Houthi and anti-ship campaigns, and Iranian missile attacks, the AI revolution, real data from real conflicts, and the results were surprising. On his technology trajectories, Dennis was remarkably accurate. I'd say 70 to 80%. Computing power hit his targets. AI exceeded his targets. Drone proliferation happened a lot earlier than he had predicted. But on the strategic consequences of his predictions, maybe 30, 40% accurate, he missed the idea of the human being, institutions and norms and human agency. He assumed that if something became technologically possible, then it would happen. But humans made choices, and we developed biosecurity screenings that made it harder to synthesize dangerous pathogens. Although with COVID, that became a little bit more of a question mark. We kept humans in the loop for autonomous systems, not because we didn't have the capability to automate killing, but because we chose not to. And this led me to what I'm going to call my strategic paradox of 2026. We have unprecedented technology capability to destroy and to disrupt. Yet we're more constrained by politics, norms, and institutions than we were in 2001. And the real enemy after the next enemy after the next enemy isn't brilliant swarms or binary bio or cyber WMDs. It's institutional sclerosis. It's the inability to adapt doctrine as fast as technology evolves. It's acquisition timelines, 10, 15 years in a world where technology cycles in far less than that. We're seeing cycles now, meaningful cycles now, in quarters. Dennis got the technology right. What he underestimated was us, our ability to adapt and to cooperate and to choose restraint even when destruction itself becomes really cheap. There's one area where Dennis was fundamentally wrong, and it matters enormously. He focused on kinetic and technical threats, but the primary battlefield in 2026 isn't physical, it's informational. AI-generated disinformation, deep fakes indistinguishable from reality, social media weaponized for cognitive warfare. Who shapes perception wins, not who wins in dogfights in the air. Dennis couldn't have predicted TikTok or GPT-4, but the gap in his analysis shows how hard it is to anticipate not just what technology enables, but how humans are going to use it. Dennis Bushnell spent his career trying to see around corners, and he was better at it than most. But the deepest lesson from comparing his 2001 predictions to 2026 reality isn't about technology, it's about us. The future is not determined by what technology makes possible. It's shaped by what humans choose to do with it. I put the full 36-slide analysis in the description as a PDF download. It covers everything: technology landscape, operational lessons from Ukraine and the Middle East, threat assessments, policy recommendations. And if you work in defense policy, strategic analysis, or technology, I think you'll find it intriguing, at least. It's certainly from a layman's perspective. Everything's scraped from the headlines in the newspaper. And Dennis, wherever you are, I want to thank you for the conversations, the correspondence, and for showing me how to think about the future. Even when you got it wrong, you got it wrong in the most interesting ways. So if you find this valuable, you can subscribe for more of the strategic future thinking. The PDF's in the description, and feel free to download it. I'm curious what you think Dennis got right and wrong. Let me know in the comments. His original presentation PDF, you can find it many places on the internet. I'm not going to post it here because I don't have the right to do so. Thanks a lot. Until next time, cheers.